So there's 11 miles of lagoons meandering through City Park, divided by Interstate 610 of the South Lagoons and the North Lagoons. The South Lagoons are fed by 2 pumps from Bayou St. John, and the North Lagoons are fed by gravity fill, and then they drain out at various spots.
What you see behind me is one of 7 water quality monitoring stations that we wrote a grant for Bayou St. John and City Park to help manage the waterways and lagoons in City Park and Bayou St. John.
So we've got these monitoring stations that allow us to go on the web and look at the salinity, the depth of the water. Really a great tool for maintaining the quality of the water.
They're the best ones in the entire country as far as the system. We also have them in Lake Pontchartrain and Bayou St. John, so we get a good snapshot of the entire system, not just a snapshot, a real 3D impression of what's going on throughout the whole lagoon system.
I can tell from looking at the graph online if the pump's on or off and how it's operating. I can see the flow of the water by looking at the salinity levels in different spots. Right here is the, we call it the Mirabu gravity fill. This is the only source of water for the entire North Lagoon system. So it's important to keep this clean. And rather than coming and checking it every day, I can monitor the computer and look and see when the salinity starts tapering off, and I know that it's time to come and clean these.
You want to have a low level of salinity to control the water hyacinths and other noxious weeds, and also to have estuarine organisms, but you don't want it too high, because what happens when the water gets too high is oak cypress trees will actually die.
So I can access the monitoring station on my phone and look at the depth and see exactly how high the water is flowing over this weir. I've done benchmarks according to the depth of the station, so I know exactly where the top of this weir is. And of course the depth is important for a number of reasons. We've got lights in the sculpture garden that need to be underwater. We've got irises that need the water. So it's important that we maintain the correct level in the lake. There's not a whole lot of variance between having enough water and having too much to where we're overflowing the banks.
Things you can see with these water monitors aren't just the water temperature and salinity. You can actually tell where the flow is getting clogged by looking at different monitoring stations, and then you can go out and address those problems. So instead of having to go look and find the problems, we can almost see where the problems are just by going on the internet.
We're at the far north end of the North Lagoons in City Park. This is a drain that drains the lagoons into the storm drains of the city. I noticed looking on the data from the monitoring station that the salinity in this lagoon was dropping precipitously, and it was way down and flatlining very low. It occurred to me that not only do we have to keep the fill clear, but we have to keep the drainage clear too, so we get the flow. Sure enough, I came here and scraped the debris off of the grate, and then I watched over the next few weeks the salinity levels been going up and up and up.
We came from no management in this system as far as water quality. If you look at the lagoon behind me, when we first started this project, it was choked with algae, weeds, and there was no water flow. The fisheries were pretty pathetic. And within, the storm put us back a few years. We now have one of, if not the best examples in the country of what proper management of a water system in different federal and state and local agencies pulling together can do. And so I think we have a really shining example of what a little hard work and effort and perseverance can do. And the whole system works together to better control and make this whole bayou system optimum for both people, wildlife, fish, the whole 9 yards.